Hey guys, Crewman here, and during my end of the year hardware buying frenzy where I tried to get as many tax write-offs as I could, I forgot to pay my power bill, and Miss Crewman is about to break my kneecaps. And when it comes time to get the money for my power bill, I'm always like, should I sell Radiant? Should I sell Conflux? Should I sell Ergo? How about Zill? Do I have any Zill I can sell? No, that's gone. So it's kind of a mess. I actually had to sell all my Ergo and some other crypto to cover all the 4060 Ti's I bought on New Year's Eve. So in this video, I need to develop a plan for 2024. Now that I reorganized my farm, I spent a few hours figuring out what the most profitable coins were per GPU type and how to calculate that. I have since set up a plan to mine. This video will also serve as a weekly profitability video since I basically had to figure out all my numbers to make this work anyway. So it seems silly to do this video and then the next day I do a profitability video. So we're going to change it up a little bit this week. And also the weekly profitability checks will make sure that I don't fall off the boat. So I spent a few hours on hashrate.no. Basically what I was doing was I would go to a GPU that I have a lot of. Like for example, we will go to the 3070 and I would look at what hashrate.no was showing was the most profitable. Then I would basically check out certain triple mining combos I wanted to do. Like for example, I want to start rebuilding my bag of Ergo, so my entire farm is on Ergo in some way, and I think triple mining Ergo is basically the most profitable along with the core algorithm. So I was just playing around with the combinations to figure out what the best one was, and I found out that Pyrum currently is the best one to triple mine with Ergo and Zill. So I was doing that, and I was doing that with all different GPUs. I was doing it with the 3070s, 3060 Ti's, my 4000 series, and some of my NVIDIA random one-offs and my 1660 Supers. Based off that, I was able to come up with the following plan, which now I want to share with you. So first we'll start off with the 3070s and the 3070 Ti's. The majority of both of these models are mining Pyrum, Ergo, and Zill, and the plan is to sell Pyrum daily, hold the Ergo to rebuild the bag that I just blew, and hold the Zill so I can probably start staking some of it. Now one rig is actually on Ergo, Iron, and Zill, because the hash rate is still pretty low, even though it's higher than it was, and I want to get I want to build up a bag of it because I think, as I've stated in a previous video, that there will be quite a big price appreciation of Iron Fish in the coming few months. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just something that I want to do. Next, we have the 3060 Ti. And while I was trying to figure out what was the most profitable, I did a few coins on the calculator and nothing even came close to AI Power Grid. So I said, all right, I only have 2 rigs. So I basically just put all of it on AI Power Grid with the intention of selling it daily. So all of my 3060 Ti's are on AI Power Grid. Now, the one thing that's really nice about my farm reorganization is I have it set up now where the whole farm can mine Kawpow coins, and I don't have any issues heat-wise and power-wise. So that really, I feel like gives me a leg up on being able to profit switch when I need to. Next, we have my AMD rigs. I have the BC 160s, and I have the one-off 6000 series rig. They're both going to stay on XNA, as if you look at the profitability numbers, it's not that crazy. Just a few cents, and I believe in the long-term future of Nori, and I want to build a bigger bag of it than I already have. So all of my AMD GPUs will be mining XNA and Zill, and I will be holding all of that. Next, we have my NVIDIA one-off rigs, which basically are, I have a 3080, a 3090, a 2080 Ti, and an 90HX. And the 90HX is mining XNA, and all the other cards are mining Nexa, as the hash rate just keeps going down, and I really don't feel like changing that flight sheet a lot. So I'm honestly just going to spec my Nexa with those, and I plan on holding Nexa, Zill, and XNA that rig mines. So then now on to my 1660 Supers. As you can see down here, the 1660 Super is pretty low on the profitability. I wouldn't own these if they weren't free. I want to keep them for a while, and I'll just sell them in the next bull run. Basically, my plan on these was originally just to spec mine something. I probably was just going to throw it all on Iron, or maybe Iron Carlson, or Lithium was kind of what I was thinking. But shout out to Sadie Sometimes channel, who actually gave me the good idea that I should maybe consider solo mining on the 1660s, as she's been doing it for a while on Radiant and Lithium. So she was just explaining it to me how if you look at RXD hash rate, it's really, really down. I mean, it's incredibly low. So I figured, why not? I have that 12 card 1660 super rig. It cost me nothing, basically, just power. So I think I'll gamble. A Radiant block right now is about $100. And she says that she's been hitting quite a few of them, once every few days. And that is much more than my 1660 supers would mine in 2 days. So I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to toss all of those on solo mining Radiant. And I'll probably do a video update on that probably in a week, to see how it's gone. And I haven't solo mined since I had a few RX 5000s that I needed a few RX 580s that I needed for heat a long, long time ago, that were solo mining Raven coin before the halvening. And finally, my 4000 series rigs, I have two of them. So I decided that I wanted to spec mine on those as well. I was looking at what is the best thing for them to mine. So while I was doing the GPU calculator, I decided that I'm going to mine Ironfish, Ergo, and Zill, and I'm going to hold all of it on the 40 series, as I really like the Ironfish efficiency and the hash rate. And it's silly not to triple mine on these GPUs, because even though they have a limited memory bus, they are so bloody efficient. So now that I told you guys what I'm planning on doing with each of my GPUs, let's go over the profitability numbers like a typical profitability video. So you can see how much power I'm using. It's a lot more power than it was before, especially since I have quite a few rigs on Kawpow, and I also have more GPUs. I put in probably another 15 GPUs to the farm, and I have 5 more 4060 Ti's coming at the end of this week as well. So the power bill will just keep going up. But profitability is pretty good right now, and AI Power Grid has been holding quite well. And like I said, I just think there's a lot of people that don't like mining Kawpow, and I think profitable Kawpow coins are great for the people who are willing to do it. And I mean, I get why you don't want to do it, but I did make a video, which I will link down below, that shows that you do not necessarily have to redo your entire farm so that it can mine Kawpow, as you can use overclocks to adjust your settings and not use quite as much power. So anyway, on to the profitability numbers. The rightmost column is how I get my farm cost per day. The middle column, this is a little different from the last video, is where I get my kilowatt rates per hour, or where I get my kilowatt hour rate, which is almost getting down close to 9 cents at this point. It might be cool if I could get down there. Finally, on the rightmost column, you can see my income. You can see my ASICs. I'm getting about 40 Caspa a day, and it's about $4.52. I'm holding all my Caspa. We are getting to the point where I'm going to have to toss these things on unmineable, and it's a little sooner than I would have liked, but the Caspa network hash rate just keeps going up. So CPU income, you can see I have one CPU one CPU on Zephyr, getting 50 cents a day. I'm just stacking it. And then the rest of my farm, my 7 mix of 5900X and 3900Xs are mining on Zpool, getting paid out in LTC, and I'm getting about $8 a day. I'm going to basically just hold on to that for now, although I may eventually sell in the future, or maybe turn it into BTC, I don't know. My GPU income, you can see I'm getting about 11 Ergo a day for $19.73. 1,641 XNA for $7.05, 3.3 iron for $7.09, a lot of Nexa for $3, and about 450 ZIL for $11.59. I highlight the ZIL because it's basically free money that you guys are missing out on if you're not mining it. I plan on holding all of those coins. I want to rebuild some of my bags and increase my bags for the others. And then I also am mining. I'm getting about 58.56 AI Power Grid for about $26 a day, which I'm selling daily. And I'm getting 713 Pyrum for $36.25, which I'm selling daily. I already have a bag of Pyrum, and I don't really feel the need to build a larger bag of it right now, especially when I can use it to pay off my my power a day. If you look, you can see that I'm essentially able to pay off my entire farm's power a day by selling AI Power Grid and Pyrum, and I'm able to keep the rest of my coins. And hopefully I can use some of that extra money I'm selling to try to pay off my debt so Miss Crootman doesn't break an elbow next time or another kneecap. So then you can see my total income is $124.69. My power before write-offs is $54.05. After write-offs, it's $43.05. So if I was a hobby, I'd be making $69.95 a day. Because I'm doing it for profit, I'm making $81.91 a day. So now that you see those profitability numbers, hopefully I'll be able to build some bags of coins that I want while being able to pay off all of my power. Maybe everybody was right. Maybe we are in the beginning of 2021 all over again, and I'll be able to, like I said, I'll be able to pay off my full power bill and not have to eat any of it. So, maybe I can even pay back a little bit towards last month's power bill, and Miss Crootman won't burn down my shed. That would be pretty sweet, don't you think? I'd like to keep mining and enjoy this next bull run. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope my plan helps you out, and I hope you see that it's really important that you calculate your own numbers and not just go off hashrate.no and adjust your OCs as necessary to, mine whatever coin you think is more profitable. Please like and sub. We are so close to 3,000 subs. I've got under 400 left. If we can hit this by the middle of the month before I leave for CES, it would be incredible. I couldn't have done any of this without your support. Thank you guys for watching. Leave any questions down below. Crootman out.